Hey guys, welcome back to another Sculpd tutorial. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the candle casting kit to turn your lovely clay creations into wax candles. The first step is that you have to create your piece in clay that you would like to cast in wax to make your candle. When you're making your piece, make sure that it fits inside either the tall or the wide moulding cup, and that it's no taller than the max height line on the outside of the cup. When making your piece, focus on getting a really smooth surface to the clay, because this will make sure that your final candle will have a really nice, smooth, shiny surface. Make sure you've left your piece for 2 to 3 days to dry out solid before you start the moulding process. The first step of the moulding process is to combine your silicone. To do this, you need to mix equal parts of part A and part B in your mixing cup and use your wooden stirrer to mix them together. Unscrew the lids and pour the contents into the mixing cup. Now stir thoroughly to mix part A and part B together, and this will activate the silicone. Once your silicone is thoroughly mixed, place your clay piece inside your moulding cup of choice, ensuring that none of the edges of your piece are touching the walls of the cup. Pour the silicone until you reach the top of your piece. Make sure that your piece doesn't move whilst you're doing this. Once you've waited for a minimum of 1 hour for the silicone to set, you can now begin to cut the mould out of the cup. You'll know that the silicone is set because it's firm and rubbery. Very carefully cut from the top rim all the way down to the base, making sure that your fingers are out of the way. Pry open your cup to reveal your mould. Next, we're going to cut open the mould to reveal the piece inside. Cut a casting hole about 2 centimeters wide around the top of your piece. This is where we're going to pour the wax in later. Choose the part of the silicone which is the thickest, and then cut in a straight line from the casting hole all the way down to the base. Make sure to mind your fingers. Once you've cut enough of the silicone, you can open up the mould to reveal the piece inside. Some clay residue can get stuck in the mould, so make sure you wash it out thoroughly with warm, soapy water so that the clay doesn't get stuck in the wax. So now your mould should be squeaky clean and dry and ready for wax casting. Put the mould into the second moulding cup of the same size and push down until the mould reaches the bottom. To melt the wax, make sure your bag is sealed shut and place it in a microwave-safe plastic Tupperware with the seal facing up. We're going to pop this in the microwave for 4 minutes at 800 watts. Once you've removed the wax from the microwave, check that all of the wax is melted. If it's not all melted, you can put it back in for a further 30 seconds. Once you've waited for 10 minutes for the wax to cool down, we're going to pour in the fragrance oil. First, remove the dropper, pour in the oil, and then mix the wax with the second mixing stick. Once you've let your wax cool for a further 5 minutes, gently hold it in the corners and pour the wax into the casting hole slowly. You want to pour the wax until it reaches the rim of the casting hole. Take your wick and pull off the metal base, as this can get stuck in the side of your candle. Then thread the top of your wick through the wick centering stick and fold it over. Now lower your wick into the center of your casting hole and rest the wick centering stick on the rim of your cup. Adjust the position of your wick so that it hangs in the center of your casting hole. Now leave your candle to set overnight in this position. Once you've let your candle set in the mould overnight, it's time to repeat the same process of before and cut it out of the moulding cup. Locate the previous cut that you made and slowly and carefully start to prise open the mould, making sure not to make any sudden movements. So pretty. To add the finishing touches to your candle, you can take your knife and carve off any imperfections, or you can take some extra melted wax and fill in any cracks, creases, or holes. Smooth over the melted wax with your finger. And there we go, Sue, that's your finished piece. Before you light your candle, make sure you trim your wick until it's about 1.5 centimeters above the top of your piece. Once you've made your first piece, you can reuse your mold as many times as you like to create more candles. Thank you guys so much for watching this candle casting tutorial. I can't wait to see all of the funky candle shapes that you come up with. Be sure to tag us on Instagram at Sculpd with any photos and videos. And also, if you want to see any more tutorials, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks, bye!